Greetings, everybody, and welcome to another DVD review here on the Media Files. This time around, figured I'd go through a DVD set that I have been trying to find for several years now. I should have bought it when Walmart had it for next to nothing many years ago. But granted, this was right when Blu-ray was coming out, so I figured, I'll just wait until it comes out on Blu-ray. Maybe everything will be on there. That wouldn't come until many years later. However, though, with this version of the film, what can I say? It adds more story, adds more depth to the characters, and overall, it makes the film even better when it was instead of it being its theatrical version. I'm, of course, talking about an epic Ridley Scott classic. What movie is that? Find out next here on the Media Files. Welcome back. So like I mentioned, this is a Ridley Scott movie. Well, which movie could it be? There's only been a handful of movies that he has done with director's cuts. Now, mind you, most of the director's cuts that he's done have barely had any sort of bonus features on it, but when there is, they go all out with it. I'm, of course, talking about the movie that was kind of controversial when it came out, but, hey, the subject matter still kind of is controversial and has been for thousands and thousands of years. But what can I say? I mean, it's something that you don't really get to watch in movies that much anymore. And they don't ever make movies like this hardly at all because they rely on digital technology more than they do costumes and extras. I'm, of course, talking about the 4-disc director's cut of Kingdom of Heaven. Yeah. Now, this edition, I know on DVD it is out of print. I mean, it is extremely hard to find. I just got lucky one day and was browsing around at a local Goodwill, and they just happened to bring out a cart of stuff, and I noticed they had some DVDs on there. And I happened to notice a little thing called Kingdom of Heaven with a white thing on the side of it. And I'm like, no way. And it was this edition. I've been looking for this particular edition forever. Now, I know I have the original theatrical cut on DVD, and I do have the Blu-ray of this, which is the Ultimate Edition. The Ultimate Edition has everything we're going to talk about here on this set, as well as the theatrical cut of the film. So with that, you get this pretty cool, sleeve. Here's the sides, the back. But what's cool about it is that you have all this really cool artwork, that's on this set. I mean, you got 4 discs, and whatnot, and it even came with. I was surprised that it came with the little booklet in there, and well, the disc is in here backwards. Hang on a second here. Oh, never mind. Let's see here. It's Oh no, it's not. It's just the way that the way that it's made. Here, hang on a second. I'll show you. So yeah, what's kind of cool is that it has this really cool. When you open it all the way to the back here, on the back, I have to kind of hold this spot in place here. Yeah, it has this really cool long connected thing down here at the bottom with all these different photos. Anyways, here. Actually, I think I know what the issue is here. Hang on a second here. I'll just wait for it later. Anyways, so it comes with this really cool flyer. It has scene selections, for the entire run of the film. But what's even cooler about it is that it has on here, it talks about has really cool, like a story about having all the actors and the making of the film. But it's another thing that it's really hard to tell, but when you look at this, it contains all the contents that's on the disc, which we'll go over that here in a minute. But what's kind of interesting, though, is the way the packaging is. So here you get disc 1, and it has this really weird thing where it flips over here to the back, and you get disc 2. So it looks like that the disc is facing the wrong side. And they also do the same thing here on the other side. Now, this really weird flap, but this one goes inward like that. It's weird packaging. But overall, an amazing, amazing film. You know, I mean, you can't... This movie, when he added over an hour, I think it was almost a half an hour back into the film, it added so much stuff to this movie. So, features. Thank God all of this is, on the back. So with that, you have discs 1 and 2, which is the director's cut. It has Ridley Scott's definitive 194-minute version of the film, which actually is the director's. I believe it also has the. It's actually also which is also on the Ultimate Edition. It also includes the exclusive Roadshow presentation, which includes an overture, an intermission, and an interact, or basically the beginning of the second act, kind of like the overture. Has the director's cut introduction by Ridley Scott, audio commentaries featuring Ridley Scott, Orlando Bloom, writer William Monahan, who went on to write The Departed after this. Executive producer Lisa Ellizy, visual effects supervisor Wesley Stuhl, and a bunch of other directors, assistant editors, and editors and people that worked on the movie. Also, they have what's called the Engineer's Guide, which is a new on-screen text track with production notes and trivia about the film. That I haven't watched yet, but it sounds pretty cool to watch. But sometimes it gets distracting when you watch stuff like that. Now, here is the meat and bones of this set. Discs 3 and 4, The Path to Redemption. An all-access 6-part feature-length documentary featuring the details of the film's historical origins, the script development, pre-production, shooting in Spain and Morocco, editing, music, and the theatrical release. Now, over 30 minutes of additional deleted and extended scenes with commentary have been added. All new featurettes covering the film's historical accuracy, crafting weapons and costumes, planning the massive siege sequence, and creating the director's cut. Also, Ridley Scott's never-before-seen cast rehearsals. Now, something you don't see very often. With Orlando Bloom, Ava Green, Liam Neeson, David Thewlis, and Martin Costas. As well as visual effects breakdowns with commentary, interactive sound design suites with sample tracks and mini featurettes, an early draft of the screenplay and development notes, production design, conceptual art, costume, unit photography, and storyboard galleries, as well as also footage from the London, New York, and Tokyo premieres. Also, there is something really cool in here that you don't see very often: domestic and international poster explorations. Yeah, it's a gallery where basically you get to see all these different poster concepts that the art department was putting together for promoting the movie when it came out. And finally, you have your trailers and your TV spots. That is a mouthful right there. I mean, I tell you what. But I know for a fact that if you can find the ultimate cut of this, or rather the ultimate edition on Blu-ray, it has everything in here that I mentioned. But not only that, the ultimate edition has 3 versions of the film. It has the theatrical cut, this director's cut, but it also includes the exclusive Roadshow presentation as well, which has the overture, the intermission, and the interact sequences that happen within it. So yeah, if you can find this particular edition, I will post a link down in the description. I know it is extremely long and it's out of print, but with what they've added with this film, You know, it's just, it makes a great movie even better. I mean, you know, not only that though, I mean, it even explains, gives more into the character of um who is it? Of the king. Yeah, right there. The man in the iron mask. Which not you know, not a lot of us knew, but at the time, we didn't know this, but he was played by Edward Norton. And we didn't even know Edward Norton was even in the movie because that was kind of a big secret. And I'm not sure what else he has really done lately. I haven't seen him in much of anything. Um, but yeah, back to this movie though. You know, this particular director's cut edition is extremely hard to find. Uh, if you can find it, get it. If not, hunt down the Ultimate Edition on Blu-ray. I'll post a link, you know, to this edition as well as one for the Ultimate Edition on Blu-ray, so that way you can, you know, pick and choose what you want. Yeah. So with that, you know, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next review.